Welcome back. Something big is happening, so writes Texas Congressman Kevin Brady, chairman of the House Ways and Means Committee. 6 months have passed since passage of the massive Republican tax cut. Brady says the payoff is already apparent and gigantic. An unemployment rate that's the lowest it's been in a half century. Companies repatriating billions of dollars from overseas. Small business optimism at its highest level in 35 years. And Chairman Brady insists as reduced taxes and government regulation continue to reverberate, the best is yet to come. Now, on the flip side, critics continue to point out that this reinvigoration is being fueled by an overburdened national credit card, trillions of dollars worth of new debt for future generations. As one said to me, quote, "What happens to the party when the whiskey runs dry?" Panel, what is your point? I'm going to start with Jessica Colon.
Well, you took the words right out of my mouth, and Brady's editorial in Wall Street Journal certainly lays out the success that we've seen in a very short amount of time with the tax cuts that we experienced just 6 months ago. Working families, as he says, and it's so true, have been overregulated and overtaxed for far too long, and now we're finally getting a chance to let the American economy flourish, let American businesses come to the forefront again. The U.S. is leading again in, just in economic futures. The stock market has had some of its best numbers in years, and that builds upon itself. It's a compounding effect, but there's no question that when you start to cut regulation and you begin to give American taxpayers their money back, they begin to invest it in America again. Okay,
I want to point out that everybody on this panel is a small business person in one form or another, or they have a couple day jobs, but I'm going to go to you, Steve Toth. How is this impacting your business?
It's hard to find workers right now. It's the lowest black unemployment, lowest Hispanic unemployment since recorded history. It's the lowest unemployment for women.
Because of deporting Hispanics?
No, it's not exactly. Nice try, though, brother. But it's the lowest unemployment total since 1969. And is there going to be a trouble financially because of the debt? Only because of spending. April revenues into the Treasury were a record high. The problem is we're spending money at a record rate. America has a spending problem. We do not have a revenue problem.
Okay, Marcus Davis, you have successful businesses, and I really want your take on this.
I think Steve is absolutely right. We do have a spending problem in America, and that's always been the issue. The idea that we don't have a revenue problem, but we have a spending problem, that doesn't solve it. We have an issue, and we're not addressing and acknowledging the fact that we have an issue. Yes, we had the tax cuts. Yes, things feel good. Yes, people are loving it right now, but every wedding starts out with a honeymoon phase, right? Every single one of them does. And then you have the reality of it, where you have to work hard at making the relationship work. And right now, we're not working hard at making the relationship work. We're working hard at celebrating one side versus the other. Meanwhile, small businesses are going to feel the real effect of what's happening with employment, unemployment. Yes, there is a difficult time finding jobs, right? And particularly, workers, right? And particularly in the agriculture industry, in the hospitality industry, we're having a hard time in the construction industry. All of these things are a direct effect of what's happening at our border, right? Keep our border safe, but keep our economy safe as well. And let's not forget the fact that every time the GOP has the rule, they talk about our debt. I hear nothing right now about our debt.
You're a clear-eyed businesswoman. What do you think of all of this?
I think it's good for business, but like Marcus said, I really feel like our economy is basically getting a trickle down from the immigration issues. I don't want to pay more for workers that, I would rather be able to have immigrants come over on a work visa like they've been doing for several years, and then be able to make money here, strengthen our economy while keeping my wages low for people who work for me, and then be able to go back home and share some of that money with their families. So I don't think that people are coming here just to live off the United States for free. They're coming here to find jobs, and they're not coming here as much because they can't find jobs anymore because they're so scared that the people who hire them, like if Marcus decided to hire some people that were undocumented, he'd be facing jail time. So they're not rushing over here to the United States for all this wonderfulness. They're trying to find work so they can feed their families. They're not coming over here to be lazy and shiftless.
Well, yeah, that's a whole different issue, which is if we actually enforce that law, then we'd have a lot less illegal immigration.
It really would. Right.
We'd have a huge problem in our economy. I
Yeah,
just laid out
restaurants.
all of the industries in which we would have that problem. From picking strawberries to building the streets that you're driving on today, they would not exist. So this malarkey about we'd solve the problem. Every municipality from the city of Houston to the state of Texas gives a contract to a construction company that employs the people that we're trying to kick out of this nation that have made our economy what it is today.
Amen.
More to come on that one. With their accuracy still under attack, given how many were flat wrong in the 2016 presidential election, a plurality of pollsters are predicting Democrats are poised to retake control of the House in the midterm elections. Is there anything the president and Republican office holders can do between now and November to prove them wrong again? One of the guys that was right was Bob Price. So I'm going to start with you on this.
Come on, Bobby.
Well, it was an interesting night in November last year. Everybody kept saying, oh, he's not going to win this state. He's not going to win that state. I said, he's going to win that state. He did. He's going to win that state. He did. And, all the way through, it was interesting. I think that the Republicans are going to hold the House and the Senate this time, and it might even gain a seat or two in the Senate. The fact is that the economy is doing great. People vote based on their pocketbooks a lot of the time. The president has done some great things on foreign policy that have bolstered confidence in the country. We're no longer under the fear of imminent attack of Hawaii or some of the western states from North Korea. People are feeling good about the country and about the economy, and I think that that's going to hold through in the elections.
One of the interesting things in this group of pollsters, Rasmussen was among them, and he frequently polls for Fox, and he has the Democrats regaining control. So it'll be interesting to watch. Tony, I'm guessing you think that they're right.
Well, let me put it this way. The white pollsters got the white vote wrong, the Hispanic vote wrong, and the Russian vote wrong last time, okay? So everything's up for grabs. On top of it, too, here's what I'm excited about. Nationally, let's ignore nationwide. On the ground, I'm excited because Donald Trump is handing Democrats a victory. And honestly, if the Democrats can't win this, they should just quit. And here's what's happening. This whole thing on the border right now, nationally for the swamp, Trump's fine. Ted Cruz is in trouble because he's hidden. Ted Cruz is in trouble because this is what I love. Ted Cruz put on shorts for the first time in decades and played basketball against Jimmy Kimmel. That was supposed to be his highlight. Guess what? While he was playing basketball, Beto O'Rourke was marching to stop baby jails in Tornillo, which is wonderful. I love that. I think Democrats need to stand up to these beta Republicans like Cruz, who are just going to turn their back on the people, want just power. And if we keep doing that and visit every county in Texas and work hard, it's going to be the blue wave we talk about.
Okay, everybody, I know y'all want to talk some more. I gotta leave it there.